There's always that whole spectrum of gray where is it caries? Is it a stain? Should I maybe consider a physiotomy? Should I seal it? Should I leave it alone? What do you do for those question mark type pits and fissures?
Something that's FDA approved, relatively new, and was well researched out at Stony Brook, State University of New York in Stony Brook, by a well-known researcher, Israel Kleinberg. This is called the Ortec ECD. ECD stands for electronic caries detection. Easy, simple to use, very cost effective. ROI is quick.
This device is interesting because apparently in carious lesions, there's fluid conductance. And if you can identify the fact that fluid is being conducted through the dentin of the tooth, then we know that there's caries. And the Ortec ECD does in fact just do that, correct?
It's absolutely exact. You pretty much simplified what it does. If there is just plain enamel and there's no enamel dentin breach, then you're not going to get any fluid. So it's measuring the conductivity of the fluid. If you get a little microscopic breach of the dentino-enamel junction and fluid is seeping through, all of a sudden the numbers are going to start to populate on your ECD device. If you get a larger cavitated breach, fully cavitated breach, then that number is going to rocket up. And then you're certainly going to pick up a handpiece and you're going to go and do a full-on restoration. It's a very cool device. It is high-tech, simple to use. You're right, patients love when they see a third-party verifier, which is that machine, helping to make the diagnostic judgment. This is an audible and a numerical readout. I think they can relate to it. I mean, to me, this is a slam dunk.
I agree. And I think it's important to talk a little bit more about the science because this is a very accurate device.
It's got 100% accuracy and 93% specificity, which is really, really high.
I think that the whole device itself is very reasonably priced. And I think it's definitely useful for any practice that sees children or adults or any patients that have high caries risk, which in my experience is pretty much any dental practice that's out there. It's really worth its weight in gold. So Howard, thank you for sharing your expertise here. I think this is a device that's really useful.
Absolutely a pleasure. Always enjoy speaking with you and being with you.